Leasing a car is similar to a long-term rental. You'll usually need to make an upfront payment plus monthly payments in order to borrow a car for several years. At the end of the lease, you return the vehicle and have to decide if you want to start a new lease, purchase the car, or go without a car. When you lease a vehicle, your monthly payment will be calculated based on the vehicle's depreciation, which is the change between its current value and the value at the end of the lease, plus interest and fees. Your lease agreement will cover how much you have to pay at the start of your lease, the length of the lease, and how many miles you are allowed to drive each year. There are other things to consider as well, such as the money factor, which is similar to the interest rate on a loan. Also, there may be early termination fees if you want to return the car before the lease expiration date. Leasing a car may be more appealing than buying for several reasons. Assuming you're comparing leasing versus financing a purchase of the same car, the lease payments will generally be lower than the monthly loan payments. A lease may also require a smaller down payment than purchasing a car with a loan, so you may be able to afford a brand new car with the latest bells and whistles, even if you can't afford to purchase the same car. However, leasing a car isn't for everyone, nor is it always a great idea. In the long run, leasing will cost more than buying and holding on to a vehicle. You're paying for the depreciation at the beginning of the car's life when it depreciates the most. And if you don't need a car anymore, getting out of a lease might be expensive. And you may not be allowed to take the car with you if you move to a different state. There are several things to consider before you lease a car, such as the acquisition fee, which is a fee some dealers charge for processing the lease agreement. The buyout price and capitalized costs are some other items to consider. The buyout price could allow you to end the lease early if you can buy the vehicle outright. The capitalized cost is the initial price of the car that you agree to pay for the lease. You also need to consider the annual mileage allowance. This is very important because exceeding this limit could become very expensive. Some dealers may offer to waive the mileage overage if you renew the lease with them for a new car. This is something you need to know before you sign the lease papers. Whether or not leasing is right for you depends on several factors. If you're looking for a low down payment and low monthly payments, a lease may be best, especially if you want a new car with the latest technology. Otherwise, a used car could be an option. However, if you're focused on long-term savings and are fine driving the same car for many years, purchasing a car could be a better option than leasing. Do what fits best in your budget and lifestyle. Also, it's helpful to check your credit score because dealers may want to verify that you have good credit before offering lease terms. The better your credit, the more room you may have to negotiate. So which do you prefer, buying or leasing? Leave a comment below to tell us why, and please take a second to like and subscribe. It will really help out our channel.